I've decided to make a series of videos sharing my thoughts on using iMovie as a video editor. If you want to learn about the absolute basics, check out the last video I uploaded. In this one, I'm going to talk about keyframes. First off, there are three basic lanes in the timeline of iMovie. The bottommost is for audio alone. In the middle lane, you can either have video or video and audio. If you add audio to the middle lane, it will tether to the video, and if you move video, that tethered audio will come along with it. I like to keep audio on the bottom. I haven't really found a scenario wherein tethering the audio to the video is beneficial. So the middle lane is for video and or audio, and the top lane is for video only. This is the maximum number of video lanes, unfortunately, that you can have in iMovie. But it's kind of like 4-track tape recording in that you simply layer as much as you can and then bounce. It works out. So keyframes. Keyframes are a way to manipulate the movement of picture-in-picture video. When I add some video in the top lane, I'm given a couple of different options of how it can interact with the video in the bottom lane. Those options are controlled with this little square on top of a square icon. That obviously represents the 2 lanes of video. When you click it, you're met with a few different choices. Cutaway, which is what we see here, where you could have it fade in, or you could slice it and have it appear intermittently, or green-blue screen, which is something I'll deal with in a future video, but essentially what that comes down to is chroma keying, so the lower video shines through the upper video. You can do it in a couple different ways, either with this sort of boundary where it allows the video beneath it to come through based on hard lines that you set, or you can do it with this eraser. They call it cleanup. And you can then select certain colors so that the video only shines through in certain places and other areas of the top lane of video remain unchanged. The third option is split screen. I don't really find much use for this because it doesn't allow you to move the video around within each split screen. It's kind of rigid. Maybe there's more I could learn about it. But what I want to talk about today is picture-in-picture. So it'll take the top lane of video and shrink it down and allow you to move it around in the field of the other video. You can scale it by dragging from the corners. And if you hold shift, you can skew the proportions. Now, keyframes are particularly interesting. This little black console up here with the diamond that has the plus in the middle is how you set a keyframe. If you take the cursor and put it where you want your keyframe to start, and then set your picture-in-picture where you want it, and click the keyframe, you'll see that the diamond changes. Now there's a little X on the bottom end of the diamond. So if you take your cursor and move it to where you want your keyframe to end, and then take the video itself and manipulate it in whatever way you want the keyframe to affect, you've now created some motion. When you press play, the keyframe will take effect. See how the video is following the same path that I just indicated it should take? So that's how you use keyframes, and they have a lot of different potential. If you don't like your keyframe, all you have to do is go back to where it started and reset it. And now the video will no longer act like that.